So now we're going to get into explaining Millie Bot. This is essentially the same screen. We've built some of the same features here, so you can control it from the tablet, or you could just walk up to and control it from the face. This works in both directions, obviously. So the first thing we're going to talk about is just the launch screen. So this is just how to launch ROS. You're going to go into manual, mapping, or navigate mode. Right now it's on, so I can just show you this quickly. If you go into the other settings button here, this is the robot settings. We have AI agents. And this is all about customizing the context so that when you're using the AI, you have all these things built in. It also has context of who it is as a robot, so the robot profile, and then your business profile. So if it has to answer questions about the business, that's already programmed in. We also have, I'll show you when we get to the camera, we have a nice little joystick button built in, and we have a power button, but that's not for this. That's actually to shut down the onboard computer. So when this thing is all sealed up, you can just turn off that computer, and then you can use the power switch to turn it back on. So if we're in the camera, then we can bring out the joystick, and you can see we can actually control it and move it around. And if it's in a tight spot, we can move it. If we have to map it, that's how we're going to do that. Speaking of the map, this is basically nav2. This is what you would see in RViz, but for our robot, you can just see it on the tablet. It's just a super pixelated map. You won't be using this too often, but you can select those points and you can just make it go to those points. You can create points. You can recalibrate the orientation of the robot. Let's say I want to tell it that it's right there. Then I just tell it the orientation. So if it gets lost, you can kind of fix it. This is the next thing we built in. So for now, I will take you to the same page here so you can see how it works on both. But basically what we have is points, and these are the points that you just saw on the map, but they're in a list view, so they can be loaded into the task manager, and that's what's actually going to run through a workflow. That's a custom script that we built on the robot body, but it's going to send all that. And basically these tablets right now are connected to ROS Bridge. They're pulling in that data from the robot itself. So I can load those in, right? And then I can do an action. These are all AI actions, right? So general assistance, take order, and deliver ticket. Those seem to be the best ones to create right now. So we can load in take order, and then we can load in a display, like display the tickets.